Hello everyone and welcome to Lightning Bolt Moment Tarot with Laura. I'd just like to take a moment or two to welcome you all to this safe space and to let you know that you're always very welcome. Today I'm going to do a general reading, so just to keep in mind that it may or may not resonate with everybody. But just like I said, please take what it does resonate with you and perhaps just, maybe leave the rest then. Okay, so I'm just going to take a moment or two to clear my mind and to just ask the cards to do what they do best. I'd like to start with a clean slate. Right, it's already one card coming through. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles here. I see happy family, the number 10. So it's like the completion of a cycle. In this case, it's the Pentacles. That's to do with family, money, inheritance, extended family, and pretty much what it's showing is, like the happy family life, and things are going really well financially. It is the first card to come out though, so let's just see how we go because, we have a story to unfold here. Okay, so we have first card that came out, pretty much flew out to be honest. So let's see, what other messages of clarity do you have for the 10 of Pentacles in this reading? Sorry, sometimes the cards, they come out in clumps. It's better if they come out a little more singularly. It helps me to refine the story a bit better for you guys. Oh, we do have, okay, we've got the Page of Swords at the moment. Could possibly be to do with children, youth, innocence, perhaps, a positive offer in the sort of the swords and thoughts and mental realm, but we're just going to pull a few more cards to get some more clarity on what it really means. We have the 2 of Wands at the moment. This is about, having the world of opportunities kind of within your grasp, and you are sort of like peering out from your castle wall, sort of wondering, okay, I've got this, really good family life here set up, which may or may not be bringing you happiness at the moment. We have to go a little bit further in to see what's going on there. But we did start with a 10, which was sort of the end of a cycle here. And it's got you kind of thinking, is there something a little bit more out there for me? Like, is this everything that I've wanted? Let's just say, or, what's this messenger coming with what message for me? So, all right. We've got the Hermit now, first card of the major arcana in this reading. The Hermit represents a lot of internal reflection and an awakening to a new sense of an enlightenment within yourself. So you are being urged to go within, inwards, really meditate, pray, whatever it is to the higher power that you acclaim, and try and search for what it is within you. The answer is not going to be it's not going to be out there. It's going to be within you. So let's just see what more you need to do. The Hermit, number 9. Okay. What sort of inner searching needs to be done? Okay, well, we do have a love offering here of the Knight of Cups. Potentially, for some of you, this may be another person coming into the picture. Perhaps the happy family life is not all what it is seeming, and you are looking outwards to perhaps another love interest. This does seem quite taboo, but look, to be honest, this goes on a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if there might be someone coming in on the horse, sort of like with a romantic offer to you. And it's really up to you to kind of now go within and think, well, could this offer me the world of opportunity? Is this kind of what, you know, I need right now? Or what do I need to do? So let's just pull a few more cards. But there's worry here. So you are feeling worried about your situation. Could be your financial situation, because this is the Five of Pentacles. Anytime we see a 5 in a reading, we're talking about change, upheaval, kind of rocky turbulence. You know, it's not all going to be easy. Number 5 is just one of those cards, which is kind of the middle of a cycle, and it presents some challenges to us. Change. Sometimes change we're not really, you know, used to or that we like. But in this particular instance, you know, you might be just feeling a little bit left out in the cold, slightly lonely. You've got worry over money, perhaps worry over your family and love life. It doesn't all necessarily mean just over money. Okay, and you feel like your eyes are kind of, you're blindfolded. You can't really see where this is going. Okay, so let's just pull a few more cards. What is it that there's this worry? Universe. Oh, one just flew out there. We better. Okay, we got 2 cards that just decided to make an appearance. All right, so we have, this one came out first. We have the Ace of Pentacles. That's a very positive card. All right, now if any of you are worrying about money or starting a new financial venture, this is the good news you've been waiting for. This is an offering to be able to go ahead to do that, plant those seeds, start the growth. You will reap rewards. And also if it's to do with your love interest, and you know, perhaps this is what the direction you'd like to go, then there's a really positive sign to go ahead for that too. So just don't worry. Put away the worry. You don't need to worry now. Got a positive card that's just come out there. Now we also have the 8 of Swords. So this is going to cause you a little bit of mental anguish. I'm not going to lie. The 8 of Swords, you know, this is kind of like you feeling restricted. You know, you kind of like, but that restriction is not a physical barrier. It's only the mental barrier that you've made in your mind. The barrier that's sort of like preventing you from making those moves that you want to make, either if they're the moves forward, or, you know, like for your business venture or for your romantic venture. That's just kind of saying, look, you know, this is the go ahead. You can do this. But here you're going to face that mental anguish that comes with making these kind of decisions. But it's not, you can do it. You just have to release yourself from those kind of your own mental restraint. Okay. Come on, cards. Oh, we have the Sun. The Sun has just jumped out. So if anyone really wants another, you know, sign that this is probably one of the most positive signs in the major arcana that you can get. So basically that's the go ahead, you know. The Sun is all about vibrancy, expansion, burning bright, children, happiness. You know, this is probably one of the most positive cards you can get in the major arcana. The only negative part of the card is that you don't want to burn out too quickly, all right? So while you might have the Sun at your disposal, which is great, imagine you're in it, you know, constantly 24/7 without sunscreen. Well, you're going to burn, and you're going to burn yourself out. So this is great. Just keep in mind that, you know, things need to happen in moderation usually. So let's just get a bit more idea. We've got the Chariot, okay, and the Knight of Wands. All right, so the Chariot is like about you being the driving force of your life. It's Cancer energy. Cancer in astrology represents the emotions in this sense. The Chariot is number 7, and 7s are all about kind of hanging in there, you know. You're not quite at an 8 or a 9 or a 10, but you're not at the 5 or the 6. So 7s are all about just hanging in a bit there. Now, what it is you need to hang in for is more about yourself. So these two cards together are quite like you're doing it on your own at the moment. You know, this could be more about just you right now before we even probably see whether it's, you know, any love interest. We've seen the love interest with the Knight of Cups here, all right, which has brought some worry to you. But it's positive because you've got the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to have a little bit of mental anguish here, which you can get over. Then you've got the Sun, which is the go-ahead for it. Now, the going ahead would mean that you need to go within, like the Hermit. This is the major card, which you need to, let's just say you need to complete this game, level in the game before you can go further. So you need to really action yourself, you know what I mean? Like you're going to be the driving force here. You're also going to be the Knight of Wands, and there's going to be a lot of progression and a lot of movement. But just make sure that wherever you're going, whichever direction you're heading, that both your conscious mind and your subconscious mind are in unison. They're in harmony, they're aligned. If whatever it is that you're going for and you haven't achieved harmonization between the conscious and the unconscious realms within you, then it's going to be not for your highest good. All right, so those two cards are really about you just staying on your horse, driving that chariot forward, whichever direction it is you want to go, and really just stick with it. You know what I mean? Like sevens are about sticking with it. Okay, now we had the King of Wands and the Star. So we've got, okay, King of Wands. Yeah, you've got the energy where we had the Knight of Wands. You're going to progress to the King of Wands, all right? The energy is going to be there for you to progress forward. You're going to be able to have movement, expansion, and autonomy over what it is you're going for. King of Wands. And then that's going to turn into a rebirth and a healing for you. So when you really take reins of your life and your journey, you're going to become like the Star. You're going to be reborn, rebirthed. And it's going to be healing which comes from that. All right, so that's really wonderful. The Star is a beautiful card to have. Okay. So far, it's a pretty good reading. It's sort of like a lot of, you know, yourself in here. Okay, we have another 10. So this is the second 10 of the reading, and it's come sort of at the end of the story almost. So we have the 10 of Wands. It's kind of, you know, again, it's the end of a cycle. You're going to feel energetically and physically tired. Your energy has had to go into a lot of this, and you are at the end where you feel, look, I'm tired, you know. I've done a lot of progression, a lot of movement. Now I'd like to see some progress, you know. You'd like to see the kind of the fruits of your labor, I would say. All right. So let's just get a couple more clarifying cards on, you know, what's going to happen after that 10. All right, so we have materialism, which in this card deck, which I'm sorry I didn't mention before, is the Connolly card deck. It's very much more of a lighter representation of the devil, but it's basically about being very concerned with the material world and those carnal pleasures that we have, like too much sex, you know, too much binging, alcohol habits, perhaps past addictions. These are kind of things that can keep you from being more enlightened. But as you can see, it's a choice that he's not permanently shackled there. He or she can release themselves from their binds. So you just need to be aware. Awareness is the key here. Be aware of these carnal kind of pleasures, as you know, they're going to hold you back a little bit from your sort of, you know, your spiritual enlightenment, you know. Okay, let's get a couple more cards. Let's just see what's going on in the end here. All right, this is a really beautiful card. You're going to be like, I'll just double check whether it's a person or not. No, it's the situation. Okay, so I pulled the Queen of Pentacles. So I don't read genders in tarot specifically, I read energy. But in this case, you're going to be like the Queen of Pentacles. You have all of the material sort of wealth at your disposal. You know, you're very earthly, you're attached to nature, you have a very grounded self, and you need to make sure you keep that with you to refer to, you know, that you are strong, you are motherly and earthly and feminine and the divine, and you possess a lot of wealth in many areas. Okay, so I then pulled the Lovers card, which came out after. And so if this is to do with a love interest or perhaps your current relationship, then it's saying, you know, the universe is saying that this is about the hard decisions and choices that we need to make in life. But this is most likely a soulmate connection. And, you know, it's going to test you. It's going to make you have to make choices that are not always the easiest to make, but they make us grow the most, you know. So if we were to pull like the Two of Cups, it might have been just more like, you know, an easier romantic union. But the Lovers, yeah, we got the angel leering it from the top, you know, he's sort of like, I'm in here too. So this is karmic, you know, you got decisions and choices to make here. So what kind of decision? Okay. I said, what kind of decisions and choices do we need to make? And we have transition, which is death, but not death in the sense that anyone's going to die. So don't worry about that. Don't freak out. But yeah, you're going to have a transition. It's the current relationship that you're in. It has not been fulfilling you 100% emotionally, okay? It looks like you've been doing some healing, some inner work, some rebirth, transition, you know, pushing it to how you want it, but it's not fulfilling you from what I can see emotionally right now. You have all the other elements, but we're lacking the emotion. So from what I can see here, after the Lovers and making some, you know, pretty tough decisions, you are going to come to a place of transition. It's going to die, the old way of being. It's going to go from a darker, from a heavier vibration to a lighter vibration, but there will be transition, and for the better. Let's just see how much for the better. And what will this transition look like? Come on, universe, give us a beautiful card. Okay, well, we have 3 here. I can't unsee them now that I've seen them. All right, and I think that will be all. So we have 3, and they came out in this sequence. So we have the High Priestess. Okay, basically, after that transition and the new beginning, the death of the old ways, you will be able to go within intuitively and do what is right, what feels good for your intuition. You'll be able to connect more to your higher self and know that that is what you're doing, you know. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is another number 10. So we have 3 10s in this reading. The Wheel of Fortune is telling you that if you let destiny take its way and you don't try to stop it, it'll be in your favor. The wheel is now turning in your favor. It's in your favor, spinning that way. But the negative side to the Wheel of Fortune, even though it's a really positive card, is that all good things do come to an end. And then a new change will happen. Not necessarily a bad one, but we have ebbs and flows of all the good luck and fortune. Okay? And then we're on pause. So after all of that change, there'll be a new way of thinking, a possible enlightenment, the Hangman. And you'll be able to see things from a much different perspective. Okay? So there won't be any confusion or, you'll really be having this sense of an enlightenment afterwards. You will have gone within, like the Hermit. You will have done some healing, like the Star. You'll do some transitions and your relationship will change to a certain degree, but it will be for the better. Okay, so I guess the affirmation for this reading, if you claim it, and please, I forgot to mention, please do like, subscribe, and or comment down below if you like my content. And if you feel that this resonates with you, please do claim it and let me know what you think. Now I have to mention one more card because this one was at the bottom of the deck before and I had a little peek, couldn't unsee it. As you saw, I was shuffling some cards then and it's come out again. So I feel like it's the last card of the reading and I feel like it wants you to see it. So we have the Seven of Cups. Again, this is where you need to stick with it. All right. You need to stick with what you're doing. And this is the emotions. The cups are coming here now. You need to go within and you need to really sit with all of your options and your emotions and really come to a place where you can see them and you can understand them. Okay? And then you'll be able to make the best decisions for yourself. Okay, everyone. So this is your reading. Thank you. If you do feel like you claim it, excuse me, please do write so in the comment below. And the affirmation I did say, the affirmation for the reading will be, I will go within. There will be a death to an old way of being, but it will lead me to a world of opportunity. Okay, so thank you very much for your time today. And yes, see you next time. Bye.